Don't you love it when you try to talk and it turns out your audio isn't working? All right, now my microphone is working. It reset my settings for my microphone again. I don't know why it does this sometimes. But anyway, it has been a hot second since streaming this game. Here's a bit of lag as we switch layouts and it loads all these images and stuff. Oh, my camera's not here. There it is. It's been a hot second since streaming this game. I've kind of been busy for the past week. And, you know, we've kind of missed a couple days of, you know, I usually try to have videos go up like one per day of various series that I'm doing. Yeah, I might have missed a day or two of this because of that, but oh well. Some things have happened. The biggest concern right now, I think, is just the fact that my truck is out of commission is the case. I don't know if I don't think that I would have mentioned that the last time I streamed. Last time I streamed was on like the Sunday after Fan Expo. And I don't think I realized at the time that my truck was out of commission. I just realized that, you know, I filled up on fuel that day after bringing it home and, you know, gave it a full tank being like, yeah, this will be my last full tank of the year since I won't take it out during winter since it's 70 years old and I don't need that thing slipping and sliding. I knew that my garage started smelling like fuel. I was like, what the heck is going on with that? And later on in the week, I ended up finding out that the master cylinder, that's the thing for the brakes, the carburetor, the thing that actually injects fuel into the engine, yeah, it's cracked. One of the little parts of it that fuel goes through is basically completely coming off. So there was a smell of fuel coming out of that, and yeah, you know, and I fired it up to just, you know, see if any fuel was coming out and stuff like that, and you know, it's still fired up, but yeah, some fuel was coming out and, you know, it didn't stay up all that well because, like, air was being sucked in and it's like, oh, that's not good. I guess we go into here then. So, yeah, it basically is. I cannot currently drive it without it being a fire hazard, is the case. So, I've kind of been doing some research this past week into, like, where can I get replacement parts? And I might be able to order some ones from the States or something like that, but they're expensive because, you know, they haven't been manufactured for a great many decades. So I tried to find some at a swap meet earlier today. I wanted to do some late night chillin' last night and stream some more of this game, but it's like, well, I should go to bed at a decent time so I can wake up early today to head out to the swap meet that was a little bit of ways. And swap meets are basically like Comic-Cons for old vehicles, Comic-Cons, Anime-thons, Fan Expo, stuff like that. Except instead of a bunch of like vendors with gaming stuff, it's a bunch of vehicle stuff that people have brought there. It's just like, yeah, I don't need this anymore myself. Anyone else want it? So you can like trade stuff that you don't need that someone else needs and get something from them that you need, or just, you know, pay for stuff. Most people just pay for stuff. And I didn't find a carburetor like I needed, but there was a carburetor guy that thought he might have some stuff at home, so I'll probably contact him later and be like, hey, do you have a part that I could use? Because if so, that would be great. And I picked up a bunch of old flyers. There was this one stand in the corner that had, like, all these, like, what are they called? Like, I guess they're just called envelopes. They're just, like, the big envelopes for holding, you know, big sheets of paper for all sorts of different vehicle flyers from throughout the years and stuff like that. So it was kind of like you'd see, you know, these boxes full of comic books at something like Comic-Con, except for old vehicle flyers. So I ended up loading up with a bunch of like old vehicle flyers and advertisements and stuff like that. And even a manual on how to sell it, like what things you should draw attention to as a salesman when you're trying to sell one of these vehicles of my 70-year-old truck. And I thought that was kind of cool. So, you know, I loaded up on some cool stuff earlier today. Have you seen crystals like the ones in the crystal pool back home in Paldea? What am I supposed to do here? Kind of want to go to the swap meet again. Got bootleg Pokemon cards last time you went. 4+ like Pokemon cards last time you went. There was several like Hot Wheels cars and stuff like that when I went. Is this a different kind of swap meet, or is this still like a vehicle kind of swap meet thing where there just happened to be some other stuff there too? Welcome to your Paldea student. Provide a special service to visitors here at the Kitakami Community Center. Open your bag and whatnot while you've been here. You might have noticed that the theme of the upper and lower borders of your screen and some menu now changes depending on your location. Wow, this is some next level. I have no control over my life anymore. Stop. How do I phrase this? Not AI taking over, government controlling too much of like technology. I don't know. the moment that she said that, I just completely imagined like some sort of futuristic dystopian like sci-fi story where it's just like, yeah, all of life is controlled by algorithms now, and you know what higher ups decide, just like, oh yeah, the border of your thingamabob has changed. It's not like you had any choice in the matter. But yeah, was that 1984 there? I haven't. And hello is a sandwich. Yeah, something like that. I haven't actually seen it myself. Seen/read or whatever the heck it is there. Like, I know the title 1984 for some, you know, dystopian thingamabob, but you know, is it dumb that I don't know much about it here? Oh my goodness, I'm just making a fool of myself today. Being the dogs now, why are we talking about the singularity now? Because she was like, you might have noticed when you open your bag that your border changed. That sounds, I can just imagine this is like some dystopian future where it's just like, yeah, we've installed UI into our brains for like what we see around in the world and all that. Like, we all have permanent Google Glass or something like that. And it's like, oh, you might have noticed that the border has changed. Not like you had any say in the matter. It's just different now. I had such a clear picture in my mind for, you know, what I envisioned with that, but I just had such a difficult time phrasing it for some reason. What changes things for the upper and lower borders of your menus? Nah. But yeah, what, do I just go here? I can't interact with this. Why is there a, like, story marker here? A huge noise coming from Loyalty Plaza. Didn't have any fireworks planned, did we? Well, it's a good thing that, you know, your first impulse is that it's fireworks and not, you know, it's kind of scary to say, but when one of the mods around here, that Guzman Mad Lad, was here for a brief time in August, we were out at my family's lake cabin and there were some fireworks that was going off. But him living in New Orleans, the first thing that he thought it was gunshots, which, you know, it wasn't. It was fireworks. This is Canada, but, you know, just, you know, kind of scary some other place in the world. It makes me kind of really glad that I was raised in Canada and not like Texas, like I might have been in some other timeline there, you know, was the case. So when he was just like, oh, that huge noise, did we have fireworks scheduled? It's a good thing this is a safer kind of part of the world where that's the first thing he thinks of, and not, like, I was surprised, you know, when, you know, there was a flash of fear that went through him for a second there, thinking that it was gunshots, and it's like, wow, what a different part of the world there, you know? All the commotion aside, let me guess the Loyal 3 have come back to life? Why would you guess that? No, I'm just pulling your, like, okay. Do you dig up the ground for a better tomorrow? But yeah, fireworks make sense for, you know, during the Mask Festival and all that. What am I missing here? There is an objective marker on here. It's this, isn't it? Imagine. I was trying to talk to Clefable, thank you very much. But yeah, think you either sleep or look for people around town, talk about the Loyal 3. For whatever reason, I did read that right, but when I first, like, read it in my head as I was going through, with the, with the short Loyal there, my brain read it as Bayo. Like, you know, we're looking for information about Bayonetta 3 here. Objective markers, go outside. Huh? Nurse Joy, can I speak with you? There's a Pokemon saying your Pokemon tired and needing rest. What is this objective marker? What does it want me to go towards? I am so confused. Play some Detective Pikachu out here, go talk with the Hoot Hoot. And Mon, Cooler Gardevoir, Hatterin, cause witches. Would fit the theme there. And all that. What? Where did we leave off at? Like, did someone tell me some specific thing to do? And I've forgotten what it is? And I need to go and do it? Around people have yellow text boxes talking about the guys. Okay. So look for some yellow text boxes and stuff. And gather every scrap of info we can get about any sightings of the lousy 3. Let's meet up once we're done. That's not... Why do I keep getting myself mixed up? It's interesting what's going on here. Odd. Like, I'm sure that there are places that look like that where it's just like, oh yeah, we did this section in this kind of concrete and then we redid this concrete in this other way. Something like that. But What the heck was that? I really slid on this slope? My God. Okay, well, yellow text boxes, huh? Oh my God. I know that you need to jump. I just want to see what happens if you don't. Like, you really can't step up that? I am very surprised. But yeah. Gentlemen are doing a little trolling in Kitakami. Like, not giving me text boxes and stuff. I'm not big on going up and just talking to people, even if we are from the same village. Oh, yellow text box, the white ones. I think random people have yellow text box. So, I mean, just... Wait, but there was one with the yellow one on the left there. Oh, my dear Billy and Lady O'Nair, where in the world are you? Lady O'Nair said something about a place with the view of bountiful fields of the countryside, but where is that? I don't know. I'm gonna turn my collar the other way. I'm gonna adjust my microphone over this way. Monkey Dory. I thought someone had collapsed, so I wanted to check on them, but it was just Monkey Dory taking a nap. It was so peaceful around that pond out there. What an ideal place for a snooze. Okay, so that's the name of one of them, I guess. So it is yellow text boxes. Hi, sup. I've not bothered a Pokemon home yet. I've been busy. Kiddo, look, I like your gung-ho style, but it seems to me like you've already got something you need to do, don't you? Catch on to... Yeah. Time is money. Okay, Mr. Krabs. Candy apples. Not around here then, I guess. Well, I guess in some, why do I keep pressing that? Can I at least, I can at least do that there. But like, oh man, I can't just, you know, do that and bend backwards. Maybe it'd be better if I bent my chair back. Something. My goodness gracious. Remember the one talking about the bird was somewhere stupid, but not much beyond that? Aha! This guy says. Pretty much the most lovey-dovey couple ever, don't you think? You bet there's probably not a pair on the planet as perfect as you and me. Together as you and me. Right. Hey, you. We're wondering if there are any Pokemon that are lovey-dovey like the two of us. If you manage to find any, bring them here. I'm sure you'll find one when Lechonk fly. Well, glad you approve. Anyway, I may as well just chat about other random stuff going on since we're just trying to find people. Can I climb out of the water, please? This is like barely a ledge. Are you kidding me? Fine, I'll jump. Jeez. Oh, metronome, best move. Has infinite potential. Oh yeah, let's just do that. One interesting news in terms of... I keep on pressing the wrong button there. Yes. That is how rock types transition so suddenly. Which, you know, there are some instances in the real world if you have like this one other type of rock, like maybe up much higher, but then like, you know, eventually the landscape kind of gives and then stuff slides down and then you have like these two dissimilar rock types next to one another, or you have like layers that are mixed, but not really like that. Yeah. Anyway, some other interesting news here. For my current game design class that I'm in, well, first and foremost, I'm taking a game design class right now to help me wrap up my game design certificate, my certificate in computer game development and all that. It was kind of sketchy with this last year of university because the university was like, you're taking too long, you're taking too many credits, you're learning too many things, graduating this next year or we're kicking you out. I was like, oh, well, okay. And they were going to cut me off at this fall semester, the one that I'm in right now, but I talked to an advisor and was like, it's not possible to graduate in that time. I need at least the winter. And they were like, all right, you can take up to 3 classes in winter. Yeah, I had no idea there was a time limit. If I had known from the beginning, then I would have, you know, been a lot more on top of the classes that I needed to take. So I'm kind of trying to cram things in this last year. So for this game design certificate, I needed to do like the first class 4 intermediate classes out of like 7 or 8 options, something like that, and then a final class. So I applied into that final class for this upcoming winter term, so like January to April next year, and but I'm missing 2 intermediate classes, so I'm taking 1 right now, and I literally cannot take a 4th one in the time that I have left. The time is just not available there. Like, there's no more slots in any of the other classes. I don't have time to do them in some future year. So, I'm, for one, apparently next semester, I'll be involved with doing a research project with one of the game certificate professors to count as my 4th one. Don't know what we're gonna do yet. He was like, let's follow up in November or December or something. We can chat about what I'm working on at the time, and we can figure out what kind of research project we do together. And it's like, oh, that's cool. See, Okie Dokie the Loyal 3, that purple scarf it wears is so lovely. You saw it wandering around the Barrens. Cool. But, and because of that, I am now, like, enrolled into the final game design class, which means I should be able to graduate with my bachelor's and my game design certificate, which is nice. But the current game design class that I'm in is one where, we're making a text adventure game. The first big game design class that I was in was one where we had to make, like, a full-on RPG maker game. That was not an RPG. If you want full marks in that class, you had to make something that was not an RPG, an RPG maker, and therefore use plugins up the yin-yang. And I assume it'll probably be something like that again for the final game design class. But for this one that I'm taking right now, the smaller one, we're just doing a text adventure game. Like, we're not stressing out with making, like, an entire insane video game over the next several months. But we're just gonna make a simple text adventure game. So with my group, we were recently discussing out like what roles each of us were going to take on and what kind of thing that we wanted to do. And, you know, the thing that probably would have given like the best team balance would be to tackle lead programmer, which I'm probably still potentially gonna be tackling on the side here anyway. But the thing that I am listed under, because I kind of wanted to do it, was sound designer / composer, because I want to, like, diversify my experience in gaming kind of stuff. And then it's an excuse for me to friggin' get back into guitar and piano and stuff again and teach myself some more. So, you know, I kind of purposefully took something on my shoulders I knew I'd probably be a little bit in over my head on, but I wanted to do anyway for the sake of, like, diversifying my experience and for the love of the sport here, you know? Okay, hi. You're the final person? I saw Fezandipity zoom through the sky over Oni Mountain. Is so much cooler than the stories say. So, got all the clues to the Loyal 3's whereabouts. Time to compare notes. So, I am going to try my best to be a composer / sound designer for a text adventure game. So yeah, that's some interesting new news here. Also, I'm getting warm. I don't know exactly how I'm gonna handle it yet, but I'm gonna learn it, I'm gonna figure it out, and if I screw everything up, it's not a big deal because it's a text adventure game, but I'm gonna try my best. We're back, Ogrepon. Alright, let's combine the info we've gathered. You go first, Kiki. Okay, well, here's what I heard. I'll probably still mostly be doing programming, more so than, and there's that tree pop again, than, you know, musical kind of stuff, but I will definitely try my hand at it. I see. Interesting. Ow. Just bashed my elbow on the corner here. Thanks to the information you two brought, I think we know exactly where each of those lousy 3 is hiding. What do you learn? Look, I'm the leader here. Mundane work like gathering info just doesn't suit me. Besides, I tried talking to a few people here and there, but they got all nervous and stuff. Just too pretty for my own good. I'll record everything we found out about those 3D wrote on Phone Harmonia. That way we won't forget any of it. Sounds good. And yeah, I saw that their Uni finally apologized, but still through their runtime pay slightly nerfed. Wait, what's the second half of this sentence? I assume that's just something about, like, they're kind of struggling now because, you know, everyone hates them now. Whereabouts of Okie Dokie, Monkey Dory, and Fezandipity have been added to your map app. Now then, let's go retrieve those masks. We can do this. I have to, like, battle and catch them all. I'm not going. What? You're part of the team. You need to come along. As long as Harmonia's around, I'm sure Ogrepon will feel safe. I can always do that little jig there. Besides, I got things to do. Sorry. Wonder if he's still upset. Oh well, I can't force him to tag along. Let's just take care of this ourselves. We can decide where we head first. Let's get all of Ogrepun's masks back, alright? Alright, well. But yeah, let's see here. I'm taking community college and transferring doesn't F that up. I don't know whether it's a time thing or whether it's a credits thing. Because for my Bachelor of Science, I need 120 credits to graduate. And I've been over 120 for a little bit. Because I wanted to get a major and 2 minors, not just 1 minor. I want a minor in Earth and Atmospheric Science and a minor in History. So I was taking a lot of history classes and other things that I just thought were interesting. You know, I was doing typically like 3 or 4 classes at a time when a full course load is 5, while balancing like other projects that I have, like this channel, like my work, like being into Taekwondo when I was doing that more frequently before life got a little bit more crazy during COVID and all that. But point is, doing 3 or 4 classes a semester and, you know, taking it at a kind of slow pace for my main stuff because I wanted to specifically go into the classes that I thought were the most interesting, and I was waiting for open slots in those, which now I don't have the time to take anymore, which kind of sucks there. But because I was taking so many different things, because I was just like, yes, learning, it's cool. I've been over 120 credits for a little while, and I think the university's fed up with that, and well, I guess I can zoom out all the way here. My goodness. I see here we have profile pictures for different platforms. Tinder, Tumblr, then the platform formerly known as Twitter, probably. I don't know. Where are we going? Why don't we go to this stupid, silly monkey lad? Oh yeah, and I can't place down waypoints here because of reasons. I need to zoom in and then find where I was and then mark it because of reasons. No, not check details. Set as destination. Yeah, or Reddit there. Maybe. But yeah, hello, Dormouse. That was some frame drops. I don't know what you're talking about. Nothing to see here. But yeah, no idea what you want minor in. Honestly, nothing seems suited to your minimal skill set. No, don't say that. There's all sorts of fun things. I am pressing A over this Pokeball so many times, I swear. This is a hard one because nasty plot. Well, just don't let him get that nasty. Heck are you? Okay. Link. Guess I'm not walking over that. Alright, well. Whee! Yoink. I'll take that. I'll take this. Whee! I'll take this. Whee! Away we go. Man, I wish I was playing something like Xenoblade Chronicles right now. Yoink. I will take that. And then... Sup, how's it going? Terra Yanma. And then this way. Beautiful. Breathtaking. Beautiful nature as far as the eye can see, or whatever Nimona said at the very beginning. Why are you so big? I don't know what types you are. There's a money hack in this game. You buy Syrup Apple for... Oh, you're... Okay. Buy Syrup Apple for 500, but sell them for 550? Whoops, that's not the menu. I'm getting confused with other games, because I haven't played all that much Scarlet Violet for a little while. Oh, like maybe Dark something. I don't know, let's take a gamble here.